Okay, we're back to Chico, California with this next beer, Sierra Nevada. It is their stout. Quite simply, Sierra Nevada stout. West Coast style stout, whatever that means. Um, it is a 5.8% ABV American stout. It's available year round and very, very acclaimed. It gets a 91 on Beer Advocate, which is excellent. Gets a 94 on Rate Beer, which is even better. Was a silver medal award winner at the Great American Beer Festival in 1988 and 89. So this beer it's been brewed for a long, long time. Um, Creamy, full blended example of the traditional style of stout. Has a pronounced roasted flavor. Finishing hops Cascade, bittering hops Chinook, and the malts 2-row barley malt, caramel malt, black malt, and dextrin malt. So that is what we have on that. There is a blurb here on the back. It says, in 1980, we were building our fledgling brewery. We needed a beer with bold flavors to test the new hand-built brew house. That first brew was a stout rich with roasted malts and earthy whole cone American hops. We liked that original stout so much we kept it as we've grown. Decades later, it still reminds us of that early pioneering spirit. So, been around since 1980? Is that what I'm understanding here? This is, 35-year-old beer here. It's as old as I am. It was packaged April 2nd, 2015. Today is August 27th. So I'm sure it's still decent. I don't see an enjoy by date here, but I'm sure it holds. It does say it's a full-bodied American version of the traditional black ale. It is perfectly balanced with big roasted malt flavors and earthy whole cone hops, which I already read. So let's pour into this stout glass, and we see that dark, dark pour that we're accustomed to with this style of beer. Pitch black, pretty much. Maybe a little lighter than pitch. But we have about a 3/4 of a finger of head on Sierra Nevada Stout. So let's get the aroma now. Not really getting that roasted, toasty kind of smell that you usually get from a stout. This is more of almost like a chocolatey, hoppy kind of smell to it. Maybe with a hint of some citrus characteristics, and that might be the some of these hops, like probably the Chinook. Chinook's always a big IPA hop, so it's probably what's kind of commingling with everything here. Interesting smell, though. Definitely does not have that stouty kind of characteristic to it in the aroma. So let's get the taste now of Sierra Nevada Stout. Yeah, upon tasting it, I'm definitely getting that roasty sensation in the back of the throat. And I'm really getting a little bit, I am getting a little bit of a bitter taste in the back, just a tad. But this drink's more like a stout. I mean, it is well categorized as one. I was thinking maybe it was going to be a little hoppy tasting brown ale, or I'm sorry, hoppy tasting black ale is what I should say. But I'm getting just a pronounced stout taste from it. It tastes like a stout, with maybe just a very subtle hint of some of the hop characteristics. It definitely has a little bit of hop bitterness in the back, maybe a little bit more than a normal stout, but the stout is prevalent. Interesting beer. I'm going to go ahead and give Sierra Nevada Stout an 8 out of 10. Decent appearance. Very, very intriguing aroma. And a decent taste as well. I like the stout taste. However, where it gets knocked off for me just a little bit is the fact that I'm not a fan of that little bitterness in the back. I'm just not a fan with this style of that little bit of, hey, the hops are still here, the Chinook's still here. I think if they were going to go for a true black ale kind of IPA, And again, I'm nitpicking a beer from 35 that's been around for 35 years. The recipe probably hasn't changed and is probably one of the innovators of its style back in the day. So that's something to take into consideration. But it just misses the mark as far as a really full, complete stout goes to me. But still a really good, decent beer. Hence an 8 out of 10 for Sierra Nevada Stout.